What if I told you there's a man in the Bible who physically fought with God? Not metaphorically, literally wrestled with him all night long, and walked away with a limp and a blessing. It sounds impossible, but it happened. And what it reveals about God's nature and your struggles will leave you speechless. That man was Jacob. A deceiver. A runaway. A man who made a mess of his life. But one night, on the edge of a river, he found himself in the fight of his life, against a divine opponent. And this wasn't punishment, it was a turning point. In this video, you'll discover, why did God initiate a physical fight with Jacob? What that struggle teaches us about identity and grace, and why your biggest battles may be God trying to bless you, not break you. Let's go deep into one of the most mysterious and powerful moments in Scripture. Jacob had spent his whole life running from consequences, from family, from himself. But in Genesis 32, he's finally forced to face his past. His brother Esau is coming with 400 men. And Jacob is terrified. He sends gifts. He sends his family across the river. And then he's alone. And that's when God shows up. Genesis 32 verse 24 says, "So Jacob was left alone, and a man wrestled with him till daybreak." Just like that. No warning. No introduction. A stranger grabs him and won't let go. Sometimes, God waits until you're alone and out of options, so he can finally confront what you've been running from. Rehook. Jacob fights all night, but it wasn't a fair match. Later, we learn this man was no ordinary man. He was divine. Many believe it was God himself, or a pre-incarnate appearance of Christ. And here's what's wild. Genesis 32 verse 25 says, "When the man saw that he could not overpower him, he touched the socket of Jacob's hip." He didn't strike him. He touched him, and Jacob's hip was instantly dislocated. God was holding back. He could have crushed Jacob. But he didn't. He let the struggle continue. Why? Because God wasn't trying to defeat Jacob, he was trying to transform him. God isn't fighting you to hurt you. He's fighting you to change you. To humble you. To heal you. By morning, Jacob is limping. He's exhausted. But he refuses to let go. Genesis 32 verse 26 says, "Then the man said, 'Let me go, for it is daybreak.' But Jacob replied, 'I will not let you go unless you bless me.'" This is the moment everything shifts. God looks at Jacob and says, "What is your name?" Jacob replies, "Jacob." And God says, "Your name will no longer be Jacob, but Israel, because you have struggled with God and with humans and have overcome." He doesn't just get a blessing. He gets a new name, a new identity, a new future. But he also walks away with a limp, a permanent reminder of the night God wrestled him into his purpose. Your limp doesn't mean you lost. It means you met God, and you'll never be the same. So if you've ever felt like life is a battle, like you're wrestling with God over your past, your future, your faith, don't pull away. Hold on. Because the blessing doesn't come before the struggle, it comes through it. Now, if this story moved you, you've got to watch the video about Job, a man who argued with God in his darkest moment, and was still blessed beyond measure.